Hey y'all, good morning. How y'all doing? I'm doing pretty amazing. You know, been navigating, doing my thing. And the thing is, I'm gonna change my channel up a little bit and start to focus on moving in a different direction. I will probably still talk about Mandela effect, drop little things that I see, and drop some lit that I split like wood in the hood. Cause I ain't from there, I'm from the suburbs, yo. Trying to flip the words around so you know that you know that you know. I didn't grow up in the hood. I grew up in the woods called Woodland Springs. Back in the day in the little suburb where everybody thinks they got a bling bling. Because there weren't no hood rats where I'm from. We grew up with money, son. Trying to buy cocaine from the hood. That is what they thought was good. But people be tripping on where we be flipping all the drugs that come from the hood came to where I be living. So here's what I'm throwing down. I'm changing up my channel because that's the sound and that's the vibration and the harmony, yo. Because the river is moving in a different direction. That's dope. So, with that said, I'm gonna start working this channel to be a channel because I got the idea from this dude Jay Chris. I'm probably gonna start. First, I gotta find someone to do prints for me, but I'm gonna start probably selling my art a little bit through this channel, but I'll also throw, little things in that, like Mandela effect and all that stuff and all that observance. But I think there's a better way to overcome this, and it's overcoming all the darkness with the light inside of us and not focusing on it, because we can only do so much, guys. They're gonna keep doing what they're doing. The elite, all that stuff. They kill people off who just want to expose or awaken people, man. It's what they do. They don't think two shits about it. They'll just do it, because that's what they do. That's just if they feel threatened, because they know their time is coming, man. And it could be I hope it's in the next 10 years. My heart is that it changes. We change direction. There's enough people that awaken to God's heart on this earth, and we start going in that direction and rebuilding earth and life, and get free from this construct and this matrix and materialism and being driven by their world as a means to find identity. But instead of rooting our identity in the way of the light, in the way of God, in the way of the Spirit, in the way of who we are as human beings, and who we are in the Spirit of Christ, man. So, anyway, and we can do it within their society too. I mean, still live in their society, man. What are you gonna do? I mean, I've got a plan, I've got a vision, but their society still exists. So, what are you going to do? Their society still exists. So it's going to keep going in the direction with AI and all that stuff. Like I said, I'll drop what I've discovered in the esoteric and the different metaphysical and spiritual and all that stuff, man. That's not going to change on my channel. But I'd like to take it in a different direction, because you see my journey from insane, crazy, losing it, man. And I was losing it at the beginning of my channel. And I still follow the Mandela effect, and I still know that he died in 2013. I just talked to a guy who, in his memory, he remembers in the 90s that he died. And I don't, man. That never happened in my world. And I was probably 10. But I know he died in 2013. In 2009, I remember really clearly, because my grandmother followed him Billy Graham dying in like 2009 or 2008. Okay, and then he dies in 2018, or yeah, I think it's when the last one. So he's died twice in my reality. Okay, so there's different timelines. There's different possible timelines that were on, multiverse theory, all of it. Okay, but here's the deal. I'd like to start using this channel as a means to promote my art, my artistry, and do that. And I'm gonna take some time and start to work on that in my life. I'm headed in a different direction in my life. I've decided, you know what, rebuild. Everything got decimated in my life. And because it got decimated, and because it blew up, the mystical has opened in a new way of vision of life, man, and it's awesome. So, and also decisions to go in a way different direction have opened up, and doorways are opening. So, anyway, guys, this is where I'm headed with my art, but I have an idea of starting to printing these on shirts, and then selling the shirts out, limited copies, because this is original art. I'm gonna keep the original pieces, but I would probably make prints, and I will start to make t-shirts, because there's certain prints I don't even ever want to sell. I might sell some of the originals, but there's certain prints I'm never probably departing from, because there's just something about them. But here there's one. I like that one a lot, man. You know, there's one. That's one. It can go like this. This is a time I did this one, man, where I was in a like it's transitionary world. It was darker feelings behind it, because I was feeling that way, man, when I was doing this one, because it was my disappointment, or I just felt so torn with the world we're in, man, because you see like the technology and the energy and all that in the earth. And the sun is kind of, I remember an orange sun, not a white sun. And, you know, maybe we're on our fifth sun, transition, who knows? There's just, we're in, like, going into the fifth dimension, fourth dimension, all that stuff. So, there you go. There's that. There's this one, I like this one. It's got, you know, I'd say it's more of like the Fibonacci sequence, infinite. The infinite understanding of the universe, the geometric patterns, the geometric understanding of reality, and the order that is there in the midst of the chaos of creation sometimes. See, the creation isn't chaos, but there's chaos in creation at times. You know, the destruction of things creates chaos. Okay, but then it always rebuilds, like a fire burns something up. And then I remember I was in Idaho once, and there'd been fires, man, and in the woods, and all these woods were freaking burnt, man. They were just burnt, and you look at it, but then new life rebuilds, man. So, and there's this little one, the little guy, right? It's another one kind of like that, similar, but there you go. And this is watercolor. That was all acrylic. Similar, but this one's a little different, man. More, there you go, man. That's the kind of stuff I do. I've put some of it up. So, anyway, yeah, this channel will just be continuing to grow in my observances of what is going on in this world. I'm going to continue to keep Christ-centric as my path, the good red road that is open to me. And I'm going to continue to just keep you guys updated, man. I've got a massive vision for the next couple years. I don't say ever give up. I will not ever give up hope. I won't ever give up at all. So I'm doing this to encourage everybody too, man. Don't ever give up, okay? Don't ever give up. Continue on your north. Get a vision in your heart and your soul, and don't ever give up. Because there's a great hope in your heart and a great hope in your soul and a great hope in this world, guys. And it does not ever have to end. Faith, hope, and love. There's a Bible verse about love, right? And at the end of it, these three remain: faith, hope, and love. So that's what remains in the end. Those attributes of existence, those laws, the law of love, man, the highest law. Love God first, love others, you know? So love God first, and then love others like you love yourself. Highest law. Because the law is fulfilled in those two things. So love isn't even a law unto itself. Love is the center of all that is. All right? That's the beginning of everything. And so love is the highest way, guys. That's the highest way. The highest way is love, man. Love others like you love yourself. Love God first. There you go, man. There's other laws in the universe. There's laws of freedom. There's metaphysical laws. There's laws of attraction. All that stuff. What people call karma, law of sowing and reaping. All that stuff, man, does exist. But we don't live by, I don't live by the law. I live by the grace of God inside of me, because grace is what has brought me through. I live at the mercy seat of God because mercy triumphs over judgment. So anyway, guys, I love you guys. You're amazing. Don't ever give up. That's what this message is about. I'm going to continue to keep doing my art and stuff, and I'm going to continue to transition this channel and maybe do a little bit more with it, you know? It doesn't need to blow up, but if 20 people, 30 people buy, if people start buying my art and getting it around, and I'm going to make shirts, like I said, it's going to take some time. It's my vision. Like I said, why give up? This place is crazy, man. So let's be crazy in it, and we're more sane. You know, if we're that awake, then we're pretty sane, man. So anyway, I love you guys. Peace. I'm out.